That's a little short, huh?
We'll go back. Hi. I think people are here already. Hello. Just give me a moment.
All right. Hi. Okay, welcome to our stretch and recovery class. We're going to start with some mobility in our ankles to begin with, just moving one ankle at a time. So you're just lifting those ankles up, nothing special, nothing exciting yet. Just getting some momentum going on in our feet. We have a lot of things going, using our feet, whether you're going on a long walk or you're wearing high heels around. Not that we need to wear high heels around a lot right now, given the fact that we're all indoors all the time, but you know, you do you. If you want a fancy night on the town, inside your house, pull out those stilettos. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. This last one, we're gonna start lifting our leg up one at a time. Breathe in and out. So the way this is formatted is we're gonna start with a warm-up series and then go into some exercises for the whole thing of that portion will last about 15 minutes. You can always modify and bring it down. The point of it is to get our blood rushing, our hearts pumping, so that we can get the most out of our stretch afterwards. Go ahead and bring your hands up into 90-degree angles and pull down as you lift those legs up. So make this what you want of it. If you want to take it really low key, that's fine, that's wonderful. If you want to really amp it up, that's great too. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna immediately come down to the ground into a plank. So prop up into your plank position. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your booty is in line with your back and shoulders. And your legs are propped out behind you. Your heels and feet are about hip distance apart. And you hold here, breathing in and out, pull those abs in. Breathe and exhale. We're gonna hang out here. Do what you can. If you need to come down onto your knees at any time or just hold here, that's great too. Otherwise, be up here. We're gonna add a little twist into this. So bend your knees, straighten them. Bend your knees, straighten them. Bend them, straighten them. And as you straighten them, really get that full extension. Squeeze your glutes together. 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, last one. Straighten it, pull all the way down, extend back, let your hands come forward in front of you. Breathe in and out here. We're gonna take a short little mini break before we prop up again, and we're gonna do some push-ups. So I'm gonna come onto my knees. You can come onto your toes, or you can go against a wall for some extra support. Your hands are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna come down and up. That's 1. We're gonna do 10 all together here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the last one. Pull back just for a moment. Breathe in and out. Jump right back in. We're gonna do 10 pulse push-ups at the bottom of your range. So come all the way down and we're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go to the top of your range. We're gonna do 10 on tempo again together. You can do it. Here we go. Take it down, up. That's 1 and 2. 3, keep breathing. 4, pull those abs in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is your last one. Pull it up. Pull it all the way back, reaching those hands out in front of you. Breathe in and out. We're gonna pull up into on all fours. We're gonna swivel around so our feet come in front of us. Our hands we're gonna put down on the floor behind our booty. Lift ourselves up, pull ourselves back. We're gonna start pulsing, pushing up right here. Up, up, up. So the closer you can bring your rib cage between your arms, the more of a workout this is. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You come all the way down, straighten those legs out, put your hands forward in front of you, shake everything out just a little bit. Take your right arm over your head, pull to the side, look up into that corner, and pull the other arm to the other side. Really nice. You're going to turn all the way around onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, reach up into a downward dog, and start walking in toward your feet. Roll up nice and slow so your head's the last thing to come up. We're going to come into a squat position. where we're gonna squat and come up and roll our shoulders around and back. Squat, roll those shoulders around and back. Breathe. And get some good motion in those shoulders. And start coming down a little bit lower. Really engaging those thighs. Keep breathing. Down and around. Down and around. So as you do this, be careful that your knees are staying behind your toes in order to protect those joints and around. Good. And sit down low. All right, you got 4 more. 4, breathe. 3, you're almost there. 2, and we're gonna hold at the bottom after this last one. Come all the way around, hold them down to the bottom. We're gonna pulse here. Woo. Stay seated. Don't fall. And let your knees be behind your toes the whole time. And sit as low as you can go. Breathe. Breathe. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Come all the way up. Shake those legs out. Great job. I know that burns. Whew. We're going to go ahead and take the leg out to the side and up. Other side and come up. Side and up. So again, we're now switching the direction of our workout so that our booty is coming back. We're focusing on our inner and outer thighs. Every once in a while, I see people pop into the screen around me. Those are my housemates. We're all doing this together at the same time. This is one big party, so it's super fun. I love it, at least. I think it's great. All right, keep going right here. You got 4, 3, last 2. You're on your final one. Take it up. All right, again, shake those legs out. And we're gonna come into a nice little run here. If you got to walk in place, because you're like, I'm already feeling it. I'm feeling it more than I want to feel it. That's fine. If you want to amp up the tempo a little bit too, that's great as well. You're only here for 15 minutes. Do what you can. Put in what you can before we stretch it out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to tap to either side. Tap up, tap up, tap up. So add a little more energy into it here. Breathe and move. Breathe and move. We're getting that heart rate up just a little bit here. Again, you can just tap much more easy, much more gently. That's fine. Otherwise, make it a little bit bigger. Make that stretch a little bit higher. You got 5, 4, really good. Stay on it. 3, 2, last one. Good. Come to center. We're going to stretch out those legs for a moment. So we're just going to bring them side to side, opening that gate, working into those hip flexors. I always feel it immediately right here. Breathe in and out. You've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. Shake those legs out. We're going to take our right leg to the side, hands in front of us, right on top of each other. Bend in that standing leg. We're going to lift that leg up to the side and touch down. Up, touch, up, touch, up. So you can come low, or you can come higher. Breathe in and out as you go. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to switch. Bring it to the other side. Soften that standing knee and lift that leg up. Up. So again, you can stay a little higher, move that leg with a little less momentum or a little less range of motion here. You can even hold on to a wall for support if you've got a wall nearby to hold on to. Breathe in and out. You got 5, 4, really nice. 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and shake those legs out. We're going to jump down to the floor. We're going to do a quick glute exercise and then work on our abs. So first we're going to come down onto our forearms. Bring our knee in toward our chest and push it up toward the sky. Bring that knee in and push it up. So as you push up, you're really making a nice, strong muscular movement here. You're not relying on the momentum of that pushing motion. You're squeezing your glutes at the top, using that glute really to press back and breathe. You got 5, 4, really good. Stay strong. 3, 2, last one. Hold it up and pulse, 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 pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it come all the way down. We're switching with our other leg. Pulling it in toward our chest and then pushing it toward the sky. And push. And as you push, you're trying to keep both hips relatively down. So not like opening up and opening up. You're just trying to keep both relatively down, keeping that booty squeezing at the top, those glute cheeks squeeze as you move that leg back. You got 5, 4, and 3, almost there. 2, last one, hold it up and pulse, 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 pulse. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, bring it all the way down. Before we move into abs, we're gonna stretch those arms forward, lean back, and breathe here. And we're gonna prop back up. We're gonna come down onto our back and lift those legs up into the sky. So we're gonna start bringing those legs up high. Your hands come down underneath your booty to give yourself an ever so slight pelvic tilt, which means your pelvis is just a little bit higher, helping to force your lower back into the ground. We're gonna start just large flutter kicks. Breathe as you move one leg down and the other leg down. So you can do it a little bit less range of motion, or you could do 1, 2, 3, hold it in, 2, press it up, and then do that again. Or you can just do your full range of motion right here, breathing through it. At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those legs up high. Breathe. We're gonna move scissor kicks back and forth. Those feet come sliding right past one another. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, put your hands behind your head, pull yourself up, and we're gonna continue right there. Switching those kicks forward in front of one another, moving nice and quick. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull it all down. Pull those legs in towards your chest. Breathe. Bring those legs into a flat position. Hands behind your neck once again. Pull up and down. So you're curling up, coming down. So be careful here to let the movement really come from your abs contracting, not from your neck, not from your shoulders, and not from your chin. Your chin is away from your chest. Use your breath here. Pull those abs down to the floor. You got 5 and 4. Really good. Stay strong. 3, 2, last one. Hold at the top. We're going to take one toe, tap it down, and switch, and switch, switch, switch. So you're pulling those abs down toward the floor while you tap one foot and then the other. Those knees stay in nice 90-degree positions. Your neck and shoulders are up off the ground. Your chin is away from your chest. Keep breathing. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. We're going to finish with bicycling. You can do it. Stay in here with me. Move side to side, pushing those legs out as you switch elbow to opposite knee. Breathe. You can do it. Take it home with this exercise. And then we're done with the 15-minute workout and move on straight to just stretching it out. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come all the way down. Pull those knees in towards your chest and breathe. Great work today. Let those knees come to your right-hand side while you pull over toward your left. Getting a nice long stretch in those abs. And breathe in and out here. Go ahead and switch those legs over to the other side. Reach your hand and body out in the opposite direction. Getting a stretch in those abs. And as we transition here, this is your moment to set your mood wherever you're at. So you want to listen to some, jazz music or ambient music or whatever it is that really gets you feeling relaxed, or light some candles or whatever it is that helps you get into the zone. This next half hour is all about you and feeling really, really, really great. So whatever you need to do to put yourself there, go ahead and make those adjustments. We're going to go ahead and start by resetting. We're going to come all the way around onto our stomach. So roll all the way around. I'm going to start us off in child's pose. So go ahead and lean all the way back toward your feet. Your hands stretch out in front of you. Let your head come down to the ground. And your booty really rest back. As we start here, just with some deep breaths, think about what you want out of this exercise today. Again, this next half hour is all about you and feeling really good. So whether that means being really present or letting everything go, or getting in a really tough, good stretch where you're sore tomorrow, or just sort of moving through it like water because you've had enough to deal with today. Go ahead and set your intention now and revisit it during class. We're going to come up onto our fingertips. Still let your head drop in toward the ground. Go ahead and massage your forehead by moving your head side to side on that mat. Breathe. Lengthen those arms, pressing those fingertips into the ground. Feeling this in your shoulders, in your back, even in the underside of your arms. As you breathe. Go ahead and soften those fingertips. We're going to go ahead and move those hands over toward the right side of your mat, getting a pull and lengthening stretch in the left side of your body. Breathe. And with each inhale or expansion and exhale or contraction, feel how that changes your body and the muscles, especially all around the left side of your body through this. One more deep breath in and out. And we're going to move those hands toward the opposite side of the mat. Oh, yeah. That's so good. Breathe here. And come back to center. We're going to start by coming a little bit forward, letting those hands drop down again, though. We're going to keep our booty up right above our knees so that that's in one nice straight movement while our back sort of arches down toward the earth and our shoulders arch down toward the earth. Here, we're going to take our right arm. We're going to reach it up into the sky, getting an extension here. And then we're going to thread it right through that crevice of our left arm. Breathe and peek into that little opening of sunshine there. Getting a stretch in your shoulders and your back. And breathe. Roll that arm back out underneath. Let that forearm come down toward the ground. Open your other arm up. Even that feels like heaven. Open that up and then thread it right through to the other side. And look up, peek up through that crevice of your arm, up at the wall or ceiling. This always reminds me of that, of Arches National Park in Utah, where you've got all those fabulous arches you can look underneath and feel like our arms are kind of one of those arches here. I camped a lot growing up, so it's super relevant. Go ahead and bring those arms back up so that they're in line with one another. Bring your hands in toward right to either side of your head and push yourself up into a flat back position. We're gonna let that stomach drop down and our head push up toward the sky. That feels good. And exhale, and as you exhale, let that arch, your back arch up and your head come down toward your chest. We're gonna go ahead and switch, bringing our head back up toward the sky. Here we're gonna add the movement. We're gonna bring those hips all the way around in a big circle, coming forward, and then leaning all the way back toward our feet, and pause at the top, and we're gonna rotate the other direction. So come all the way up around, and go ahead and do that again. One more time. Come all the way up into center, and return to your belly down, head reaching toward the sky position. Go ahead and exhale, and as you exhale, bring your neck in again towards your chest and arch that back up. Come into a neutral position. We're gonna go ahead and bring our right leg forward. Plant those hands down on either side of that foot and open up your chest, getting a nice open frame here. So if you'd like to take this to the next level, you can go ahead and tuck your toes behind you and reach up into a runner's lunge. So it just means your leg comes up, your knee comes up off the ground. You can bring your hands onto your thigh for more stability. Breathe and open. And then wherever you're at, whether you're on the ground with your knee planted or you're hovering above the ground, go ahead and reach one arm up over your head and then the opposite arm, and hold here for balance. Give me one more deep breath in and out. And let those hands come down to the ground on either side. Ooh, let that knee plant down on the ground. Pull yourself back up. Let your toes reach up off the ground. I love hamstring stretches. And lean down over this leg. Let your breath gradually pull you closer to this outstanding front leg. Flex that foot a little more. So here, your knee is right underneath your hip. You have the option here, if you'd like to move into your own version of the split stretch. If you choose to do so, prioritize keeping your front leg nice and straight and your hips square while you move down. If you chose that option, go ahead and come back up. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having a moment with this stretch. It's just so good. Bring yourself up to this position yet again and hold here. One more breath, drop a little bit lower. And then we're gonna come all the way forward to the front. We're gonna go ahead and bring both hands to the inside of that leg. Bring that leg back around behind us. Open those hands up again and bring your opposite leg forward. So here we're gonna go ahead and lean deeply into this stretch. And plant your fingertips on the ground, opening up that chest. Again, you have the option here to tuck your toes under and reach up into a runner's lunge. You can bring your hands onto your knee for some extra stability, or you can just stay down in that big, long hip flexor stretch with your knee on the ground. Wherever you're at, whichever option you took, go ahead and raise one arm into the air and meet it with the other. Hold here and balance. Give me one more deep breath in and out. And let those hands come down onto the ground. Let that knee touch down again if you chose the option to do a runner's lunge. And now pull back. Let that those forward toes peel up off the ground as you flex that foot and lean down over this forward leg. Breathe in and out and let each inhale and exhale draw you closer to that leg out in front of you. You can, as before, move into your own version of the split stretch if you would like. If you choose to do so, again, prioritize keeping your front leg straight and your hips square. You don't need to come all the way down. It can be a great way to practice if you want to increase your flexibility in this leg. If your goal would eventually be to do the splits for whatever reason, you can go ahead and try that out here. Just gently leaning into it. If you chose that option, go ahead and come right back up. Ooh, and lean into this stretch. One more big breath in and exhale to draw you closer to that leg. And then we're gonna walk forward toward this leg. Bring both hands to the inside of that foot and pull that leg back behind us. We're gonna come back into a seated position. And we're gonna start by curling our toes around and under. So you're sitting on top of your toes. If you need a little bit of extra relief here, you can sit on a pillow here instead, or you can just sit right on top of these toes. We're releasing any tension we've got in those toes. We're gonna do a couple things here. I'm gonna go ahead and face you. We're gonna start by doing some shoulder rolls while we sit, and really let yourself sink into this stretch with these toes. Do some shoulder rolls, bringing those shoulders around and back. Breathe nice and slow. This last one we're gonna hold at the top and let them come down just gently to our sides. You're gonna bring your left hand right onto your diaphragm and your right hand right onto your chest. And we're gonna do some deep breaths here. And as you inhale and exhale, I want you to feel where that breath is filling up. And if you're feeling it mostly fill underneath your right hand at your chest, I want you to try to redirect that air so it's moving in and out of your diaphragm, your belly, so you can feel that hand, your left hand on your belly expand and contract. Now that we've got a good handle on what our breath is doing, we're going to switch up the pattern of our breath. So we're going to breathe deeply in for 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to exhale also in 1, 2, 3, but instead of a long motion, you're going to go. So you're breathing out in 3 clear, distinct breaths. So you're going to breathe in one smooth breath for 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, breathe out. Push, push, push. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, breathe out. Push, push, push. One more, breathe in 2, 3, breathe out. Push, push, push. Let your breath return to normal here. And we're gonna go ahead and come all the way up off those toes and let those toes take a little bit of a rest. You can let those hands come down to either side of you and then drop down back onto a seated position with your toes uncurled under. That one's like a sneaky toe exercise because it might not always feel super aggressive at first, but then you're like, ooh, yes, this is doing something. Go ahead and take those hands forward in front of you. Interlock those fingers into a square shape. Face them forward there. And arch those shoulders in and gradually arch your back and bring your head in line with those shoulders as you reach those hands forward. So while we practice that breath, breath can do a lot to control anxiety throughout the day, stress throughout the day, and developing good habits around breath can be a really great way to help control stress. Go ahead and unarch, come back, unlock those hands. We're gonna reach them back behind us and pull back here. If you're feeling a little too much tension in those legs right now, you can always come up and hold yourself up above and on your knees instead. Pull back, pull your shoulders down away from your ears. And we're gonna just hinge forward here. So we're gonna hinge forward till our head comes down to meet the mat and our hands are up high above us. But back to that breath aspect and controlling different aspects of our breath, whether it be the pace, the pulse, whatever it may be, actually gives us a lot of control over how we're feeling any given moment, because we can kind of trick our brain into relaxation. And trying different patterns and different rhythms, sometimes we'll find one that works particularly well for us. Go ahead and come all the way up. Unlock those arms, reach them out to the sides, maybe shake them out a little bit. We're gonna reach those palms forward now in front of us. I'm sorry, it's just so good. Go ahead and inch those hands forward. We're gonna come up onto our knees to begin with. Inch those palms forward, and then we're gonna start sitting back, rocking back, and then rocking forward. Again, rock back and rock forward. Getting that extension in those wrists. If you work at a desk a lot of the day, you do a lot of motions with your wrists, those can get really tight. If it's too much for you to hold it here, you can always hold your hands or even try it up against a wall and use whatever you've got around you. We're gonna come sitting back down all the way onto our heels and start walking those wrists a little bit forward until you can really feel that pull, and breathe here. Just a couple of deep breaths. One more deep breath in and exhale. Let it go. All right, we're gonna come onto our side. So you're gonna come into a supermodel-ish pose. You're gonna plant your forearm into the ground, and your feet are gonna be in line with your booty, and your legs are gonna be nice and curled up here. You're gonna grab a hold of your top leg, your heel there, your ankle, and pull it back. So in pulling it back, we're getting a nice long hip flexor stretch. Try to keep those hips right on, stacked right one on top of the other, and breathe here. Pull that ankle in a little closer to your glute, and breathe. One more deep breath in and out. And we're gonna move that leg forward in front of us. We're gonna grab the soft inner fleshy part of that foot, and we're gonna extend that leg up toward the sky. So maybe you can't do a full extension here. Come where you can. If you're down here, feeling it here, that's great. If you're all the way up, that's great too. Pull it in here. Breathe. We're gonna go ahead and move that leg forward in front of us, and then move it back up. Forward in front of us, and then all the way back up. We're gonna hold down at that forward in front of us, hold here, and bring it all the way back up. We're gonna slowly push ourselves up into a seated position, letting that leg come down to the side, and lean over toward that leg. So your whole body has shifted. So your chest is coming toward your knee, and your toes are flexed. And we're gonna open up by reaching that arm up and over your head, and reaching here, getting a whole stretch on the side of your body. So you don't have to come super far here. You can stay up a little bit higher, whatever your flexibility allows. Each person's flexibility is so different. We're all snowflakes and have our own unique flexibility here. Breathe and come to center. We're gonna go ahead and bring that leg in, shift the other leg out. We're gonna start by leaning down over this leg. So your chest redirects toward that leg, and you're leaning down. Oh, it's so good. Lean down toward this leg. Breathe. Let each exhale draw you closer to that leg. We've been stretching here for about 20 minutes. You've only got 10 more minutes, and I invite you to remember what your intentions were at the beginning of class, whatever it was you were thinking about holding on to or letting go of. Check in with that now and see where you're at. Maybe refocus. or unfocus, whatever it is you need to do here. Go ahead and reach up and over. Oof. Getting that stretch in the side body. So good. And breathe. Come up and over. We're going to bring those feet into the center. We're going to lean down here toward those feet. Pulling down. Till we finally come over, we're going to lean onto this other side, close those legs together, and bring those feet in line with that glute. So you're going to have that arm down. Just want to stretch all the time. Take this leg back behind you and pull it back. Ooh, yeah. My quads, my hip flexors are like always super tight. If there was a game show and someone asked, what part of Michelle's body is always tight? The correct answer would be, in fact, hip flexors. Keep that in mind for Jeopardy. And I love any hip flexor stretch, so I hope you're loving this as much as I'm loving it. Pull in a little deeper, breathe in and out. One more deep breath, wherever you're at. We're going to bring that leg forward again. You're going to bring that hand to reach toward the inside soft part of that foot and bring that leg high up into the air. So again, you're either totally straight or maybe your leg is down here. Maybe your leg is way down here. Wherever you're at today, it's great. Be wherever you are. And don't worry about what you can't do. Hold this leg and we're going to reach it all the way forward and all the way up. Yeah, opening that leg up. All the way forward. All the way up. One more time to go all the way forward at this pace, all the way up. And this one more, we're going to come down and hold there at the bottom, holding forward. Breathe. One more deep breath in and out. And pull all the way up. Great. We're going to go ahead and bring that leg down on top of our other leg. And we're going to swivel around on our back. We're going to take our right leg. Your left leg will be planted on the ground to begin with. Take that right leg over the left. Reach your hands in around that left thigh and pull it in towards your chest, getting that stretch in your glute on your right leg. Breathe. Here you can do a couple things. You can push that elbow, your right elbow, gently toward your right leg to help deepen this stretch. Very gently. Don't force any stretching too much. You can also, an option is to wrap your hand all the way around your left leg instead of just around the thigh, pulling it a little closer as a whole unit and pushing out toward that other leg. Breathe. I'm going to start doing little circles here. Pulling that leg in and circling, letting it go a little bit. In and circling, letting it go. One more. In, circle, let it go. We're going to let that leg drop down toward the ground. Unlock that opposite leg. Pull your left leg up and over. Reach those hands around your right leg and pull it in towards your chest. So same options here apply. So you can press out. Oh, yes. Press out that left leg with your left elbow. And hold there. You can also wrap your hand all the way around your right leg. Breathe in and out. And you can do both. You know, who says you can't have it all? Not me. I say you can have it all. All right, now we're going to do those little circles. We're going to pull our leg away and then pull it in. So good. Let it go. Little circle to pull it in. Circle it out. Let it go. And pull it in. Oh, and let it go. One more. Pull it in and let it go. Great. All right, we're gonna bring those legs back down firmly onto the ground. And then we're gonna take them both up again toward our chest at the same time. Grab the inside fleshy part of those legs. Pull up into a happy baby. So you're holding on to the inside soft soles of your feet. And you start rocking back and forth, side to side. Pull those knees in or those feet in a little bit closer to get a deeper hip flexor stretch here. And pull those legs out a little bit farther to stretch out the inside of your legs and the back, your hamstrings. Breathe. And you have the option here to move into a wide upside down straddle stretch. So you can grab those feet, straighten those legs, and let those legs come farther apart. And bring them back together. Bring those legs in towards your chest. We're going to go ahead and let those legs drop all the way down in front of us. Shake them out for a moment. We're going to come onto our chest, rolling over. Plant those hands underneath your shoulders and reach up, stretching out those abs. Here, we're going to work with our neck and shoulders just a little bit. Move that neck around in big circles. Move the opposite direction. And come all the way down. Breathe here. And as you exhale, push yourself out. And start doing these circles again with your head. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Drop all the way down. We're going to come on to our hands and knees, tuck those toes under, and reach up into a downward dog. We're going to just bend lightly and extend. Bend lightly and extend. Really let those hips come up high when you extend, and those hands really plant firmly down into the ground. You might want to switch your weight side to side. Breathing here. As you feel out what feels good for your hips, for your legs, for whatever you've got going on. And we're going to pull all the way forward up into a plank and let ourselves come down nice and slow. Breathe here. We're going to do one more, pushing up all the way, extending those arms up, moving that head in circles all the way around, and come all the way down. So we're going to go ahead and find a way to flip in whatever is most comfortable for you, back onto your chest, onto your back. Your hands lie down at your sides and your feet lie down forward in front of you. We're going to take those hands, interlace and interlock those fingers, move them all the way back behind you, get a full extension. Pull your toes far away from your body and your fingertips far away from your body to give yourself a full extension here. Relax that breath, relax that body. Bring those hands back over your body so they touch down on the sides yet again. We're going to do that one more time. Reach those hands up and over, clasp those hands together, pull them back, and as you come back to this, extend those muscles out in front of you, extend those toes out in front of you. Reach your hands and fingertips back behind you. Breathe and release that tension. Then come all the way forward. Let those hands drop down at your sides. And find a comfortable spot here to let your body start sinking into the ground. This is where we're going to end today. As we finish off with a body scan, letting our bodies and our mind just kind of melt into this moment. Take deep breaths in and out. As you breathe, start scanning the different parts of your body from your head down. So feel out whatever you're still feeling in your head, whether it's your eyes are still a little tight maybe. where your cheeks are, or you realize you're holding some tension in your jaw, your tongue, or your lips. Go ahead and let go of that. Maybe wiggle your tongue around a little bit and let it intentionally drop. Maybe let your jaw drop here. Maybe you need to do some active movements with your jaw in order to get it to finally listen to you and loosen up a bit. Move down to your shoulders, to your neck. Let it melt toward the ground. Your chest. Feel how your shoulders can fall down on either side of you, opening up that chest toward the sky. Move down through your back where we store so much of our tension. Feel it loosen and let go here. So move down toward your lower spine and your glutes. Please stay so much of your day seated. Your hip flexors might even feel some tension here. If you need to add a little motion, maybe move your legs a little bit side to side to remind your legs to relax. Work down toward your calves and your feet and your toes. Breathe here. Letting go of everything you're still holding on to and being thankful for what your body was able to accomplish today. Great work. Take one more deep breath in and out. And we're gonna finish here today. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you had a great time. Let me know you were here if you had the opportunity to come. Congrats to everyone who's plowing through so many classes during quarantine and working toward their kudos. There are so many of you guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.